Welcome back, everybody. It is Coinage Stocks coming at you with another one. Today it is Friday, October 31st, 2025. So we're here taking a look at AMC. We got bar replay mode. So on my last video, I had mentioned we had this wedge pattern. We're gonna, do a fake out to the low and then, or grab that last liquidity before running up. So I'll be going ahead and picking up where we left off last time on Tuesday. So we'll be doing some technical analysis and just give you my thoughts on AMC stock. So let's get right into it. So none of this is financial advice, for entertainment purposes only. We have a lot of bearish sentiment, and before I get on with the video, I just want to mention, with all this dilution, with the whole votes that's going to happen, you could probably check your emails. You probably received email from your brokers already if you owned AMC shares before October 13th. So yeah, I already voted, and I voted against the dilution for them to add, the doubling of the shares. And, again, nobody knows what's going to happen. I mean, could we possibly be diluting once again? Absolutely, it is possible. But from here, it's just all speculation. You got to do what's best for you and your family. You only risk what you're willing to lose. But as for right now, I am holding. It's still valid. All the markets are bleeding out. And a lot has to do with, if you look at these moon cycles, first quarter moon, market tends to drop, as you'll see right now. But so without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. So here's that first quarter moon. You could see it was dropping. And then, so I didn't know exactly how far it would drop. I thought maybe a little bit lower to clear out this, but, it dropped significantly. So this is Friday now. All right, so yeah, just bleeding out, and I'm going to go ahead and exit this bar replay mode. I'm going to go into the daily. So you could see it cleared. It went all the way. Let's see. Let's go ahead and mute this. Let's clear this up. But yeah. So we could see we cleared this area. Or it went all the way down to this low. It almost hit all-time lows. If you see, all-time lows was $2.44, and we hit a low of $2.49 with the nice daily candle up 2% for the day. You could see this nice strong rejection on the low. And one thing I do want to mention, a lot of times when we have hit lows, that's when these squeezes have occurred. As you could see right here back in May 2025 even. I mean, we got a little squeeze. You got the new moon, the first quarter moon, and then we had a rally. If we look all the way back over here to May of 2024, this was actually back in April 15th, where we hit all-time lows. Or actually, yeah, the all-time low was $2.39, excuse me. And yeah, so here we had that new moon, went down, and then we had the squeeze. So we have something, similar setting up to that. The good news is that next week, I'm going to go to the 4-hour. The good news is that next week is earnings on Wednesday, November 5th. I believe it was IMAX that already has reported on their earnings. And they had a good positive outlook, so we can expect, to have positive outlook for the earnings, considering, the Taylor Swift movie that came out and, a bunch of others. Also, the interesting thing is that on November 5th, that is the start of the full moon. So a lot of times, full moons are the bottom, and, it looks like that will be the bottom, and it will start to rally from there. As you could see, the last previous full moons, right around this area, we had a rally. Right here, we had a rally. Right here, we had a rally. So on and so forth. Right here, it actually tanked, but by the looks of it, we're already at lows. So it's definitely looking good. The other thing interesting is that this coming week, first Friday of every month is NFP Friday. So that's, other catalysts that can, pump the markets, but a lot of bearish sentiment still, though. That's why the markets have been bleeding out. The first quarter moon, that's when all this negative news comes out. So that's not a surprise. A lot of negative news. A lot of bearish sentiment, but, it's me personally, I'm not folding just yet, or possibly at all. But I just thought I'd give a quick update. We should have nice recovery next week. So very interesting week coming up. And, if you have not voted yet, go ahead and cast your votes. Every vote counts. For the AMC shareholders, I voted against, Honestly, I voted against on all of them, and I withheld on all of them on all the questions. I'm hoping somebody comes out with the video in regards to that, that way they could really dive deep, in the questions and stuff. So if you cast your votes, you can revise them up until, December 9th, where it's like the last deadline. So you can revise it, but I definitely, put your votes in. Every vote counts. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. And we will go from there. So next week is interesting. I'll give updates. So take care and peace out.